Spark something uncommon this holiday with just the right gift from Uncommon Goods. I talked about this last year and I'm so excited to talk about it again, but Uncommon Goods is my absolute favorite place to do holiday shopping. They scour the globe for original, handmade, absolutely remarkable things, and it shows. Uncommon Goods is always my go-to place, and it makes it so much less stressful because I can get things for everyone on my list all in one spot. I've been eyeing their Create Your Own Real View Maker that I have in mind for someone I won't quite reveal. I'm also obsessed with their customized items with everything from song wall art to cookies that will definitely make it on my holiday list this year. When you shop at Uncommon Goods, you're supporting artists and small independent businesses. To get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/dateable. That's uncommongoods.com/dateable for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods, we're all out of the ordinary.
Yes, we all know the quality of makeup and skincare products are important, but have you ever thought about how you apply them is even more important for results? Since 2019, Anissa Beauty has been leading the way in creating vegan and cruelty-free makeup and skincare brushes that are safe for your skin and the planet and are designed to optimize the application and absorption of skincare products. Their popular Pinnacle foundation brush has made such a big difference for me. I used to hate wearing foundation because it always felt so caked on, but with this brush, I can use so little product and it goes on flawlessly due to its patented triangular shape. Anissa Beauty's brushes deliver value and quality like no other. The same goes for their Pinnacle Skin Brush, which has completely changed how I apply skincare. I no longer use my hands to apply my products. Check out the Pinnacle Foundation Brush as well as several other amazing brushes at anissabeauty.com and get 30% off site-wide with the code DATEABLE. That's ANISA beauty.com. And don't forget to use the code DATEABLE. Hi, I'm Yue Xu.
And I'm Julie Kraftchick.
We're active daters turned dating insiders.
Here to dive into everything modern dating and relationships.
Welcome to Dateable. Hello, hungry friends. Welcome to Brunch Talk. If you're a brunch could talk, that'd be us. We're talking brunch.
I thought you were going to be like the French toast could talk. What would they observe at your table?
Oh, that gossipy French toast.
That'd be a good
Spill
cartoon.
all your secrets.
Yeah.
That would be really funny. It's like Sex in the City, but with brunch food.
Yeah, like observing everyone's like wildest, most cringeworthy thoughts that they think is just reserved for their friends. I love it.
Oh, great. All right. I'm glad that we got that on record.
In case someone else takes that one from us.
Copyright it.
The talking French toast. Yeah, I know everyone else has that idea.
But in addition to talking French toast, what are we here to do? In case you're new, we tackle your dating conundrums, your dating questions, your dating challenges. You're stuck in dating. You have a question about dating. We are here to answer that while you all munch on your brunch.
And ironically, the question today is actually quite food related.
Oh, yes.
But also dating related.
The question is, how can you tell if someone's breadcrumbing you?
So for more context, this is the DL of the story that we got is it's been 3 months and 12 dates, but we've DTR'd as boyfriend and girlfriend. I feel like we don't spend a lot of time together though, and there's always a reason why. His new job, his kids, his mother. When he's canceled or shown up late, he said that he'd make it up to me, but it never seems to happen. I ask if he's ready for a relationship and he keeps saying yes, but I can't help but wonder if our relationship is doomed and he's stringing me along. He's made some effort and changes after talking, but the relationship still feels very challenging.
That sounds like major misalignment. In case you don't know what breadcrumbing means, it's when you feel like someone is stringing you along. They give you these morsels of affection and attention, and then they pull away. Now, breadcrumbing is only breadcrumbing if the other person's intentionally doing that. But I would say sometimes it might just be how someone operates in a relationship because that's all they know. So that would be my first question is it just a misalignment of your relationship expectations?
100%. I think it's interesting because normally we hear breadcrumbing in the context of early dating and not as much when you're in a relationship. That being said, I think the core of it is you're getting scraps basically and not the whole damn pie. You're getting a little piece of it, and maybe you want all of that French toast and you're just getting the crust at the end or something. I think at the core of it is, what do you want? What do you want out of your relationship? It sounds like you're not satisfied, and maybe this person is doing their best with all that they have going on, but it's still not meeting your needs.
Yeah. And so instead of placing the blame on this person doing something to you, we always say this, but it's a conversation between you and this person you're with to say, like, I'm feeling this way. I feel like my needs aren't getting met. Can we negotiate a way to make sure both of our needs are getting met? They may have no idea you're feeling this way.
Well, it does sound like from this description that they have talked.
Mm.
At the end, she said, we've talked and he's made some effort and improvement, but it's still not enough after those conversations.
Hmm.
So, what do you do when you've stated this and someone still can't budge and they're not able to give you more?
Well, I'd be curious what the conversation was. Was it
Well,
like,
that's true.
right, I need more time together. Can you give me more time? I need more texting in between seeing each other. Can you give me more of that? Is it that? Or is it like, in a relationship, I feel like I need consistent communication and consistent FaceTime. That means 3 to 4 days a week that there is some contact. How do you feel about that? What is your definition of consistent FaceTime and conversation and communication? I still feel like there might be some misalignment.
True. And also, it sounds like, they only had 12 dates before they defined the relationship. Nothing like wrong with that per se. It's good that they just went for it. But I almost feel like we're still on the side of just seeing how someone operates and if they'd be a good partner. So maybe you're just continuously learning about this person. And like you were saying, you need to have the specific questions to course correct or see if you can course correct. And the hard truth might be that they might want a relationship, but just not have the capacity for it.
Yeah, where they just have a totally different definition of what a fulfilling relationship looks like.
Right.
I did this short quickie a few weeks ago where I talk about the first 6 months of dating, like a Roomba phase. And I think that kind of applies here, is that in those first early few months of dating, no action really needs to be taken. We're just observing, just like a new Roomba would survey your room, survey your apartment, that you're doing this in the relationship. You're surveying the boundaries and figuring out the parameters of your relationship and then figuring out a way to create a blueprint around it. So instead of saying like, I'm getting breadcrumbed or I'm not getting my needs met, it's your Roomba going, okay, I'm hitting a wall here. What do we want to do about this wall?
I think it all comes down to how their reaction is, though.
Yeah.
If they want to work with you, that's clearly agree that you're just in the observe and figure out stage. But if they're just like, well, I have to take care of my parents or I need to attend to my children, and those are all valid things, that might just be a capacity thing that if they're unwilling to make a change that works for you, it just could be an incompatibility as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, like I absolutely agree with the like, let's observe and bring stuff up and figure out what that blueprint should be. But it also takes two people, one wanting to like figure out a compromise or get to a place where both people can be happy, but also having the ability to do so in the first place.
But do you think you can breadcrumb in early dating when you've already defined the relationship? Is that even possible?
This doesn't feel like a breadcrumb. I mean, I guess in theory, you could if you want to be like, well, this person is, I don't know, I hate using this language, but like mine, like I'm going to be like, this is my partner, but then I don't give enough to them. So it's like I have maybe the benefit of having someone around without the effort. I think at the core of breadcrumbing, even in early dating, it's to have like the option for this person.
Yes.
So I guess that could come over in a relationship, right? Like this person likes you enough. They want to be with you, or in theory, at least are saying that. They're saying all the right things. Maybe when their job slows down or they don't need to care for their parents or their children grow up, then they still want the option to have you.
See, like to me, someone breadcrumbs to get you into a situationship so that they can keep the door open with multiple people or other options. But if this person like already agreed to DTR with you, it feels like the potential of breadcrumbing is already over. Like what Julie was saying, they may just not have capacity for this relationship or for what you're looking for in this relationship. And the reason why I bring that up is because sometimes we jump to that conclusion like
It's malicious.
yeah, like we lack the trust in people,
Yeah.
even when you've already DTR'd. And I hope that we can give people more benefit of the doubt and just say, like, this could just be an incompatibility.
Yeah, I want to go into this even more because I think there's more to unpack in this realm. But before we do, let's take a minute to hear from our sponsors. November is one of my favorite months, with Thanksgiving around the corner, pumpkin spice lattes, and slipping into a cozy sweater from Quince. I already got my Mongolian cashmere sweater that's only $50, which I still can't get over how much of an absolute steal this is because they partner directly with top factories and cut out the cost of the middleman, which passes the savings on to us. And it's not just the sweaters. It's all of Quince's items are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. As we speak, my ultra stretch straight leg pants are being shipped, and I cannot wait to pair them with my sweater because that sweater is so damn cozy, and if it was socially acceptable, I'd wear it every day. Get cozy in Quince's high quality wardrobe essentials. Go to quince.com/dateable for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/dateable to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/dateable.
With the holiday season right around the corner, you bet I've already started thinking about gifts, especially easy gifting options. And I've discovered that the perfect gift is Osea's limited edition Super Glow Body Set. Now, this includes Osea's best-selling body care products packed in a beautiful box. So it includes a full-size Ondaria algae body oil, their new Ondaria algae body wash, which smells divine, and a travel-size hyaluronic body serum. And let me tell you, this is the ideal set of products for your everything shower. If you know, you know, right? Every product leaves my skin feeling silky, soft, and unbelievably glowy. Give the gift of glow this holiday season with clean, clinically tested skincare from Osea. And right now, we have a special discount just for our listeners. Get 10% off your first order site-wide with the code DATEABLEPODCAST at OseaMalibu.com. That's 10% off your first order at OSEAMalibu.com using the code DATEABLEPODCAST.
It's a really good point that I don't think it's malicious. Like, I don't think they're doing it out of ill intent. It might be, though, that they want to have their cake and eat it too. It might not be like necessarily a conscious ill intent, but that still might not be a satisfying relationship for you.
Yeah.
This one's a tough one because, like, it does seem like their intent is there, but their delivery isn't there.
I know. And I feel like that is kind of a prevalent thing.
Yeah.
Everyone has good intentions.
Yeah.
They want to be there. They want to commit. They want to be in a relationship. But many people lack the reality of a relationship.
Yeah.
Once they get into one, they're like, oh shit, I have to make an effort. I have to make time. I have to be really intentional about this, this relationship. It's just not going to work out by itself. Nuts.
But this is the hard line. It's like, how much do you, as a partner, you want to like, give to this person too? Maybe they're in a tough spot with their new job they mentioned, with family. Like, you don't want to just discount that and be like, it's all about me, only my needs.
Yeah.
But then on the other side, you also want to get your needs met in a relationship and be in a fulfilling partnership for you, or just a bunch of resentment's going to build. And that's not a good place for either party.
It's not.
So, like, what is that line though? Like, when do you walk?
Right. And then this is just such poor timing that at the early onset of your relationship, you're experiencing a lot of these challenges already. But also, you never know what could come up later. Like, would you rather just have it be easy going now and then deal with the hard stuff later? Or would you rather get through the hurdles now so you have a little bit of breathing room later in your relationship? I think it's a matter of preference, because if you both can say, okay, this is a tough period of transition right now. We're in this together. Let's work through it. It's going to take some work and some time. Both people have to sign up for that, though.
I think it's a tough one because at the very beginning, you almost need it to be easy enough that it could get off the ground,
I know.
right? To like want to devote to the tough times. But I do see a lot of merit of having some challenging things come up early on because I also have like, other friends that didn't have that happen. It was easy for a really long time and they never really got to see how their partner worked through difficult times.
Yeah.
So having some challenges up front and seeing how you two as a team combat it is actually really solid for your relationship because the truth is there's always going to be something.
Yeah.
Like we could say it's a bad time with family, a new job, but like that's inevitable, right? Especially if they have young children, like you're going to have to figure out how to manage that. So I like that fact of it. I think it really comes down to just like, what is the reaction of this person? And it seems like they're making a lot of promises that they're not keeping.
Yeah.
So, like, how do you change that? Or if they're just incapable, then how do you take that info to be like, is this the right relationship for me?
Make it measurable. This is what I regret not doing in some of my previous relationships. You ask for something, a need to be met. The partner promises to, but you have no metrics of how those needs are being met. You just have an empty promise. That's where resentment builds. And also, that's where the other party has no idea what their
Yeah.
metrics for success are. What if it's really specific? I would love to spend more time together. That means 4 times a week. That means more phone calls. That means, give a number and give a specific ask. The Gottmans always talk about this. When you're negotiating with your partner, have a specific ask. Do not just assume they know what you're asking for because nobody can read your mind and nobody can assume what you're asking for.
Yeah, I love that you brought that up because it comes down to the quality of these conversations too, not just the quantity of how often they're happening. If you're just having the same conversation and nothing's really changing and it feels challenging, then there's something broken in the system here.
Yeah.
And I like the idea of being specific of I'd love a good morning text or a call before
Yes.
bed each night, like something that's more than just I want more communication. Like that's where we go to. But what does more communication mean? For him, he might be like, oh, I did actually text a few more times last week.
Yes.
But to you, you're just like, this still isn't enough.
Yes.
So yeah, I love the being more specific. That is a really, really good call.
And then just breathe. It's okay. Enjoy early relationships. This is such a beautiful time. You don't get this time back. So think about ways you can enjoy this time more without being suspicious of your partner and really just hold that space and hold that grace for a mere stranger entering into your life.
So maybe that is the final takeaway for this person is to change the mentality from accusatory language to how are we going to work on this together as a partnership and not think that the relationship is doomed because this is happening, but it's actually an opportunity to really see if this relationship has the legs to last based on how you two work through it together. And if it turns out you just can't get to a place where you both are able to make some changes to both feel fulfilled, then maybe it's not the right relationship and that's okay. We're still big proponents of getting into relationships and trying because one, it's giving you these skills. So eventually, whether it's with this person or someone else, you'll be able to have these hard convos, but also just to try, right? Like maybe you guys can turn it around, get more specific, figure out some of those asks, what it is that you really want, and keep evaluating. Like, is this the right thing for me? Keep yourself at the forefront as well.
And keep us updated. We like to know what
Yes.
happens next. Listen, in our book coming out in January 2025, How to Be Dateable, we give you a framework of when to stay and when to walk away. I mean, there are many ways to look at, is this the right relationship for me? Is this the right person for me? We have a pretty great way to think about it in a way that's like, how do I be a partner and stay committed without sacrificing who I am, my values, my priorities, and what I stand for? So yes, pre-order the book now because you'll get all that and more. Just pre-order at howtobedateable.com. That's where you can pre-order the book, and it does come out in January of next year.
Love it. I also thought, Yue, that we had someone from a couple brunch talks ago, the episode that we did when the guy told her that he loved her while they were watching The Bachelor. The question was like, is it too fast? Is it a red flag? They are in a happy relationship right this minute. She wrote us and gave an update. So, sometimes these fears of like, is it going to be wrong for me? They end up working themselves out. So let us know what happens.
Thank you for that question. You can get your brunch talk questions answered by emailing us, hello@dateablepodcast.com. You can DM us on Instagram @dateablepodcast is our handle. Or you can write us a rating and review in Apple Podcasts. Give us 5 stars first, please. And then in the body of your review, give us a question there. And if you pre-ordered our book, let us know in the body of your review, and we'll bump up the question at the top of the queue.
Awesome. And make sure to subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you are right now, so you get all our long form content as well every Tuesday.
MySpace.
We're bringing it back, Tom.
Find us on MySpace. All right. We'll see you all next week.
Bye.